This is how I transfer from my wheelchair to the car.
Transfer from your wheelchair to your vehicle, because I know a lot of you don't get training on this. And a little bit of experience here as well. I'm going to point a few things out for you. When you're new to this world, because it can be confusing at times, back in. I back in so that I have a buffer zone between my wheelchair and down here. Roads tend to be built.
Terry moves in reverse, parallel to his car, and then positions himself in a 45-degree angle in front of his front door.
Built this way because of drain off. So I don't want my wheelchair rolling away mid-transfer. So for those of you, depends on the type of chair you have.
Terry unlocks the front door, opens it, repositions himself, and finally slides into the driver's seat.
For those of you that have the standard, and remember, momentum is your best friend here. I now kick my ass for skipping all those physics courses when I was in high school because my momentum stuff is starting to come back. So it's brake on, at least one side.
Terry removes the seat cushion, both wheels one at a time, placing everything in the back seats, and finally places the main frame of his wheelchair in the passenger seat.
Shift over, and then get all your stuff. If I were to be taking a passenger, I would be doing this slightly different. This would be going in the back seat, but since I'm doing this alone, it's going where it normally goes. Now, also be aware, your wheelchair is really hard on your car, on the inside. So I put a seat cover on my back seat. Done and done. Now, if you want to see how it's undone, rewind the video, play the video backwards, and you will see how it gets undone.
Takes the wheelchair out from the passenger seat and then proceeds to place the wheels on top of the wheelchair. He then assembles the wheels onto the wheelchair and places the cushion on top. Finally, he slides onto the wheelchair.
You do want to make sure you've got anchors in the right places. What do you mean by anchors? If you're like me, a lot of what you're doing is based on momentum. And by anchors, I mean this is an anchor. See how that's not going to move away. Okay. Because the door is blocking it. This brake will eventually become an anchor, and ideally you have to pay attention to where you're parking too, because even that small difference of an inch between your seat and the wheelchair seat will make a difference on how you're going to shift, because again, you're using momentum. So you get it all put back together. You're putting on the brake on the wheelchair? Yep, turned on this brake. I use one of these because it's kind of anti-slip. It's the same type of thing you'll see people using in their fifth wheels and their cupboards, that kind of thing. So with this brake on this side, and you want a bit of movement, but not a lot, because it would be very hard to swing that all the way around. And you want to, using your steering wheel, that's a wheelchair transfer. So for more little tips, check in again and we'll see what we're going to do this time. But angle down, door is a buffer, level. Thanks folks, talk to you later. Thanks Jim for taking the video.
Hashtag This Is How I. Brought to you by Able Thrive. Share yours today.